Good evening, sir. My name is Chinmay. I am from UCAG. My roll number is 20BQ1A0469. Now I am going to explain about a transformer and its working principle and its construction. We know transformers are using daily. Without transformers, we cannot get an electricity. What is a transformer, and what are the types of transformers, and how to construct a transformer, how the transformer works, and why we need to use AC current only in transformers. Now I am going to cover these topics in this video. So I am explaining the basic concept of a transformer and construction and working principle of transformer. What is a transformer? The transformer is an electrical power transformer is a static device which transforms electrical energy from one circuit to another without any direct electric connection. It also performs this with the help of mutual induction between two windings. It can transform power from one circuit to another without changing its frequency, but may be at different voltage levels depending upon the need. Construction of single phase transformer. There are two basic parts of a transformer: magnetic core, winding or coils. The core of the transformer is either square or rectangular in size. It is further divided into two parts. The vertical portion on which the coils are wound is called limb, while the top and bottom horizontal portion is called yoke of the core. These parts are shown in figure. Types of transformers. There are basically two types of transformers. They on the basis of their construction: shell type and the core type. Shell type means if we place the primary coil and secondary coil in divided, it means that by not combining it, by not placing one in one, there are shell type, and whereas in core type we will divide it. So this is the basic explanation, and next we follow the how does the transformer works. Transformer works mainly by the basic principle, that is electromagnetic induction. First, when we take an AC generator, and when we place a cable through it by an closed circuit, then the AC generator produces when the AC generator rotates, the current will flow through the cable. Because of the AC generator rotation, the current will flows. This current will flows like maximum at sometimes, it's sometimes maximum and sometimes minimum by basing on the rotation of the generator. This rotation of generator causes the current, and the current will be in the shape of alternating direction. It one time plus and one time minus, that is maximum and minimum. This will be shown if we take this graph. If we consider the current and directions, the shape of the graph will be sine wave. So but this is the basic explanation. That is when the cable is taken, if we pass the current, we already know that the magnetic field is produced due to the current perpendicular to the current. So in that way only, when we pass the current through the cable, the magnetic field will be produced throughout the cable. When we pass the direct electric current, that is DC current, the cable does not have a magnetic field constant. So we cannot use, that is magnetic field constant, so we cannot use the direct current, so it does not produce current. So it does not produces EMF. But when an alternating current is used, the magnetic field changes. That is, sometimes the magnetic field is maximum, and the magnetic field is fluctuating from north pole to south pole and south pole to north pole and vice versa. If we place these if we increase these cables, the magnetic field, the intensity of magnetic field changes will be high, so the current will be high. When we place by removing the cables and placing in the coil, the same field will be changed, same field will be occurred, that is magnetic field will be in this direction. When we place this coil in an AC generator with a primary coil and a secondary coil, first the primary coil is connected to the AC generator and secondary coil is connected to the bulb. When we take the primary coil has an electromagnetic induction, primary coil has an windings. These windings will fluctuate from north pole to south pole and south pole to north pole. This causes the current to the induced current in the secondary coil. The induced current will move because of the primary coil. the primary coil will changes the magnetic field, that is it fluctuates, so that fluctuation causes the movement of electrons in the secondary coil. This movement of electrons is called as EMF, and electromagnetic in electromotive force, that is EMF. In this way the secondary coil will gets induced current. So by changing its intensity and changing polarity, the secondary coil will induce EMF. But when we place an DC source, it cannot produces, because it does not change polarity and is not it is a constant intensity. So but when we place this, the current will be lost. The current, how much the primary coil has, did not be supplied to the secondary coil, because there is no attachment to. So we will use an attachment, that is iron core, that is ferromagnetic material, to cover up this loss. So the iron core is used. But when we use the iron core also, there is an eddy current losses, because when the primary coil is flowing towards it, when the primary coil has an induction, then there is an heat loss. So to reduce this heat loss, we use laminated sheets. I hope you understand. The transformer is basically operates on the principle of mutual induction between two inductive coupled coils. The winding in which electrical energy is called primary winding, and the other form which energy is drawn out is called secondary winding. The primary winding has N1 number of turns, while the secondary winding has N2 number of turns. The basic transformer and its symbol is shown in figure 1 and figure 2. When an alternating voltage V1 is applied to the primary winding, an alternating current I1 flows in, producing alternating flux in the core. According to the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, an EMF is induced in the primary winding, which is given by E1 equal to minus N1 phi d phi by dt, where N1 is the number of turns in primary winding. The induced EMF in primary winding is nearly equal and opposite to the applied voltage V1. Assuming leakage flux to be negligible, almost whole flux produced in the primary windings will to the secondary winding. Hence, EMF E2 is induced in the secondary winding. I hope you understand this. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you all. It's a basic simple concept, that is transformer works on the electromagnetic induction. But when these coils are arranged in an when the coils are taken, when primary coil is induced in a secondary coil, and it produces a magnetic flux. So this flux the primary coil will have a magnetic flux. This flux causes the secondary coil to induce a current. This induced current will have an EMF. This EMF transforms the current from one coil to second coil. In this way the current will flow, but the voltages will be constant. The same frequency will be applied. Voltages will depend upon the temperature, will depend upon what we give. I hope you understand this. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.